the option to choose whatever pieces that you like. So we don't limit you to take the entire set, right? So if you want the bed, you can get it by itself. If you want the chest, you can get it by itself. The dresser, you can get it by itself.
And if I need the bed frame but not the mattress, I can also do that.
You can also get that by itself as well.
But what I am going to do is find out if I like this mattress. And there's only one way to know if you like the mattress.
It's go to sleep.
Hey, listen, this is where Fan, I say thank you, I appreciate you. Night night, or
you are welcome, my dear.
I had an opportunity to firsthand see the devastation that this record Category 5 hurricane has caused on the nation. Let me reassure you, Jamaica, let me reassure you, my customers, that we here at JPS stand committed to work safely 24/7 to get the power restored.
Well, as for me personally, mess up totally. Door blow off, house full of water, set to your thing. But as a worker of the company, I have to be out here to help. But I will stick to the task to make this be a reality where people get a light and be happy again once more. JPS, love you.
It has been a very terrible situation in Montego Bay, especially where I come from. I am from Friendship. The storm Melissa has destroyed a lot of stuff, but nevertheless, as a worker, I am following my duty. I'm here to show up and to deliver, and I'm here to assist in recovering, and whatever it takes, we want Jamaica to know that we are here and we are moving forward, and there is hope.
Over the top. All right. Clinical. No? All right, I'm going to take it back. Clearance.
Here.
Lord have mercy. Lay it off.
Logan. Ticker.
What a goal. Come again. Goal of the season, Jenny?
No.
No?
How well on was the goal of the season?
Okay. All right. Well, let's start the show now.
But the road has narrowed, the stakes are sky high, and history is calling. Excelsior High are back on the grand stage for the first time in nearly 20 years, once again denying Eltham, just like 2006, to book their Manning Cup final return. Waiting for them, giants of the game, Jamaica College, chasing a monumental 32nd title after ending stats run once again.
And in the DaCosta Cup, two teams are aiming to break a decade-long drought. Glenmuir High School and St. Elizabeth Technical are chasing glory. Rivalries renewed, legacies on the line, and champions are about to be crowned. Welcome. This is High School Pitchside, and this is unfortunately the final chapter. I am your host, Ronaldo Adams, and along with me is the rest of the crew. The sports girly, Ginny Robinson, and the statistician, the man with all the links, the man with the connection to all the coaches, which are all of his friends, by the way.
Yes,
Daniel
all
Bent.
of my friends.
Daniel,
yes.
Wagwan.
Yeah, but there, the final chapter, as you say, the last dance, just like when Ronaldo went back to Man U,
right.
But it was unfortunate. But yeah. What's up?
All right. Firstly, I'm seeing your yellow and almost navy blue. Is it a mixture of Excelsior and not even JC? Steps in the Costa Cup final.
Yes.
Are you giving us a vibe?
It's a gold shirt and a nice little tie, you know. You know, have to look professional on the show.
Yes.
It's like cool Pitchside, but you know, we have to bring a little flavor to it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's nothing.
No, it's color red all the way. Mona, which is there in the World Cup finals.
Yes.
It's color red all the way.
All right, we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
all
man.
right.
Well, it was quite the matchup at the National Stadium on Tuesday. The Manning Cup semi-final doubleheader opening with Excelsior and Eltham. The team from Mountain View came out on top, reaching the final for the first time since 2006. Here are the highlights.
Why they were here. Eventually, though, Kimari Scott broke the deadlock in the 45th minute, right on the stroke of half-time, finishing this one clinically. Second half, they picked up from where they left off. Damarley Williams with a fantastic run. He was in the mist for Excelsior. Stephen Bull. Eventually he got Van Salmon. He was excellent. This goal.
I mean, credit to Giovanni Brady.
Yes.
He's away right now.
Yes. On international duties.
Right. He's on right. Gio is scouting talent for MacArthur College for next season. He's scouting talent overseas. But I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but Gio predicted Excelsior to be his dark horse coming into the season. But again,
you know what's crazy about that?
You know what is crazy? I was the one who gave him the intelligence. I'm telling him, say, look up.
So you must definitely take credit for that one.
I'm just saying, I was the one who gave him the nudge and say, no, sir, the school up at Mountain View, look out for them this year now, and him just take it and run. But
I guess I'm going to take the credit because it's my alma mater and we're reaching to the finals. But guess what? With Excelsior and Eltham, it's funny that you said that Gio said they were the dark horses for the season, because the real dark horses, in my opinion, was Eltham High. They reached really far in the season. As a matter of fact, they were one of the most consistent teams in terms of just performances up to the semi-finals. So big kudos to Coach Gregory Allen. He did an exceptional job with those boys, and they will be, that same unit will be here for next year. So everybody can watch out for that. But as it relates to Excelsior High, I think Coach Keon Broderick is doing an exceptional job with this group of boys. Their front attacking three with Kimari Scott, Damarley Williams. Those young boys are experienced. They've played not just in schoolboy football but otherwise, and I think that now getting the opportunity to play into the finals after playing with each other for probably the past 2 or 3 seasons, I don't think Jamaica College should ease up on Excelsior, because Excelsior is ready to go.
Okay. And what are you anticipating for the finals, Daniel?
I want to look at two things that for me, for Excelsior, it stands out. Vauxhall is also written in this because Kimberly Scott and also Terrence Williams are past Vauxhall High School players. They would have played on that under 16 team that went all the way to the semi-finals. And to bring them across the Excelsior and they have progressed the way they progress. I'm very pleased for those two individuals, because you know, they're not probably, you know, as it relates to their family and things, you know, maybe they have challenges, and football is the way out for them. And I'm very impressed. I'm very pleased that Keon Broderick would have brought those two players across. And just imagine if Kimberly Scott and Terrence was at Vauxhall with the team that they had this year. So it could have been another situation we can say is JC versus Vauxhall. We don't know.
But here's my take on it. We were talking to Coach Broderick earlier, and he was saying, especially for Terrence, it took a bit of convincing to get him to even play this season, and that is excellent context, because considering the fact that not only are they playing well, but they're in the finals. Can you imagine if he was just like, Coach, I can't bother with the football anymore, right? So I think Keon Broderick is one. I think he was a perfect coach for this Excelsior unit. I think he's gelled exceptionally well with the boys, and I think they believe in him.
They do,
right? And I think because they believe in him, we're seeing the fruits of their labor.
Right, and this match is certainly going to be one for the ages, because over the past 3 seasons, the form has been indifferent. They've drawn, JC has won, and Excelsior has won. So it is going to be very hard to call. Over the past 6 seasons, Jamaica College have consistently had the better of stats. in the finals, going back to 2019, 2022, and even 2023, JC edged all 3 finals on penalties. But on Tuesday, they increased the temperature and they backed it up with a commanding 4-0 semi-final win for a spot in Friday's final. All right, Daniel, before I even get to Janae, who was present on the touchline.
Yeah.
JC stats. We are used to tight-knit games, nip and tuck. But this time, JC said, "Listen, we mean business this year, and we're stamping our authority." 4-0. Did you expect that scoreline?
I would say no. I expected it to be a little bit closer than that. Probably in a 2-1 affair in favor of Jamaica College. But Jamaica College has answered the questions, and that many persons thought that they were the team, but there were some shakiness in there. But when you look at the quality of Jamaica College individually, the likes of Howard, the likes of Logan, the likes of Noel Lai, a lot of persons is tipped him to be probably one of the best under 17 players right now in Jamaica, and probably if you're so lucky and so brave, probably in the Caribbean, that is really at a different class. And Jamaica College show that, hey, we are the best of the best.
Right. Janine, while I was at the base Tuesday when the match was playing, I just saw the JC scored the two goals back to back, or 3 goals, repeat one after the other, and I was like, is this match real? What were you feeling on the sidelines?
I was on the cycle track because taking it in, I expected it to be the more exciting of the 2 encounters. But Jamaica College has a way of psychologically intimidating other teams, right? I think also due to the nature of, as in all teams in schoolboy football are young, it's an under 19 competition, but I think for first time players of the Manning Cup stats, a lot of them playing for the first time, nerves would have kicked in, and JC capitalized on that advantage. For Jamaica College, I think when I talked to Coach Stampy at the beginning of the season, he was kind of like, I don't know if this team is gonna go. Not saying that they wouldn't, but he wasn't as confident.
Was it possibly mind games?
Maybe. But what I do think worked in Jamaica College's favor was Hurricane Melissa. Those 3 extra weeks and it not affecting Kingston, I think they got the opportunity to tighten up just those little things that
the training pitch.
Yes, and it's working in their favor right now. So did I expect them to win at such a big margin? No. I expected it to be like 3-2. 2-1, close one. At least that to get 1 goal in the encounter, I expected that. But this is nothing shy from what Jamaica College does all the time when they play St. Andrew Technical. So it is what it is, definitely.
However, the stage is set. The teams are certainly ready. But who will claim the glory? Jamaica College versus Excelsior High School. Manning Cup Finals 2025 live right here on CVM TV tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Employers, once a month, you have the power to shape Jamaica's future. By paying your hard 3% contribution, you're not just contributing, you're investing in people, in skills, in our economy. Your hard contribution trains working-age Jamaicans, aligns programs with workforce needs, and secures our future. That's not just contribution, it's transformation. Contribute to heart and to your future.
It all comes down to this. The Manning Cup final, where history is either rewritten or reinforced. Excelsior High are back on the biggest stage for the first time in nearly 2 decades, chasing a title they last lifted in 2004. Standing in their way are the Giants, Jamaica College, record holders with 31 Manning Cup titles, now hunting number 32 after their last triumph in 2022. 2 schools, 2 ambitions, 1 cup. And tonight, we're joined by a representative from one of the finalist teams as we preview a clash that will decide who writes the next chapter of schoolboy football history. Joining us is Keon Broderick, Excelsior Excelsior High's head coach. And we have invited members of the Jamaica College coaching staff and management team, but they were unable to attend. Now, High Coach Keon, it's an exciting weekend of football, and Excelsior High are in the Manning Cup finals. Now, for me personally, you must know that it means a lot, but for the boys and the program to be here in the Manning Cup final, how much does it mean for you guys?
It means a lot to us, based on the sacrifice and the work that we would have put in throughout the season and in the preseason, not just from a footballing perspective, but also from a management perspective, academical perspective. We would have put out a whole lot of work just to get these student athletes ready for the season, as well as to advance to the finals of this competition.
Now let's talk a little bit about the finals. This wouldn't be the first time that both you and Jamaica College have been, will be playing against each other. You guys met up in the quarterfinals. Now, what will be different in this occasion? Because now we're talking about vying for a trophy. You would have, I would suppose, studied some of Jamaica College's, tactics. So of course you're going to want to break those down on Friday night. What can we expect from the Excelsior boys?
Well, the last quarterfinal game against Jamaica College, it was an evenly contested game. I mean, both programs, they are very close as it relates to familiarity. Coaches from Excelsior knows the coaches from Jamaica College, as well as the players from Jamaica College and Excelsior. They play on the same club team and even academy teams as well. So we do know about each other very well. On the day, it's about execution as well as hunger. And just let's see what can happen on the day.
You talk about that hunger. You guys haven't won this title since 2004, and especially this year, just for the community of Excelsior, would mean a lot. There was a passing of Mr. Aliman, right? And we had Ali Cup in Ali Cole,
yes.
And we had the Ali Cup in the preseason, and now there is extra motivation because these boys will be creating history in some respect. Do you think that is like motivation or pressure?
I think it's more motivation. I mean, pressure is basically an illusion when it comes down to sports. We play sports because we enjoy playing sports. So pressure is an illusion, but it's more motivation for us, knowing that we have not been to this stage of the competition for such a long time, and we have not laid our hands on the trophy for such a long time. So it's more motivation, and I know the boys want to break that drought, and they are rearing to go. They are just ready to play tomorrow.
I'm glad that you said that, because this Excelsior team all season has played with a lot of belief and energy, right? Very expressive with that front three, and your defensive unit is just as expressive and energetic. What has been the key factor that has brought you guys to this final?
Well, it's synergy that we would have created with the management team, the coaching staff, and the players that would have gone down or matriculated down to the football field. These players would have been playing together for a while. They know each other, and they have been playing together in various youth football teams, and so they understand each other. They know what makes them tick, and tactically, from a tactical standpoint, the coaching staff would have done a very good job in preparing the boys, not only physically but also mentally, to cope with certain situations and to be able to be flexible in games.
I know that you're very big on the balance of on and off the field. Off the field, the boys have been doing just as exceptional as on the field. In about 2022, I had done an interview with Zidane Chambers in the stands. Now, he looked nothing like what he looks like now, right? And, what they call gimmicks man, for lack of a better words, very jovial in the stands with me. Now he's on this Manning Cup team, and recently, you guys played a match, and the whole team walked back down to Excelsior High, and as he entered the school gate, they put on his graduation gown and his hat. Now, how much does that camaraderie help just not only the players but you as the coach, in fulfilling your philosophy?
Well, that's what we are all about at Excelsior, not just the footballing aspect, but the total holistic development of our student athletes. And so Zidane would have played a quarterfinals game, won the quarterfinal game, and we saw it imperative for him to get back to school just to participate in the graduation in which he deserves to be a part of. But it shows that Excelsior, here at Excelsior High School, we are much more than just a football program. It's about the holistic development. It's about moving these boys to become the best version of themselves and to become productive members of society.
Now you play against a powerhouse Jamaica College tomorrow night. Now what do you think will be very important to shut down this game very early and dominate it in order to walk away with the title?
Well, just for us to seize our moments in the game. We will have those moments. We will have chances. It's just for us to seize them and take our chances in terms of converting on those chances, as well as we have to be solid defensively. I mean, the Jamaica College team is a very good unit, and we understand that. So it's for us to be defensively solid, as well as to seize our moments when they come.
Well, I foresee this finals being one that is going to be a cagey affair, and the margins can be small. Do you think that this game will be more about tactics or...
I'm a son of the coach, Kian Bradrick. My name is Leon Bradrick. Me in a football too. You understand? But me I take a backbench because you know me a big man now. But I'm glad to see the rise when I rise from Vauxhall. Him come to Excelsior and tell the management and the principal say want 3 terms to bring the trophy. Come down a Mountain View and the youth do it. Right now, I'm going to stand up strong, tears come on my eye. The youth get no fighting, but the youth prevail. I'm proud of him because you want that youth grew up in a garrison too, you know. Him could have pick up any negative and the youth turn to football. You hear him saying in him last interview? Him say winning is a plus, you know, but it's not all about winning. These guys, him want to make sure say them academic match with them football skill. Him call upon the national coach to look and told the player them too. Because told the player them ready for national football. This youth here have a system where him play with people them the seat from him there Vauxhall. And them say any big side, see the youth here, them are going to take him and see the Excelsior team and them take him. Him is also a teacher, you know. Holy by emotion. That youth never remember to come to school one day yet. Unless it's a presentation him get. How much youth going at the ghetto? Central Kingston ghetto. Them they get a terrible ghetto for grow up in here. And them youth they rise. Tears in my eye. The struggle is tough. But the youth prevail, see me? Him prevail. I just take off 1 letter off him first name and call him Kian. My name Leon. The L and turn it in a K. And that's right there.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
First of all, this video is courtesy of Knockins Media. Knockins. Big up on yourself. And this is Leon Broderick, the father of Kian Broderick.
Yes.
Now he can call himself Manning Cup winning coach.
Yes.
Ginny.
He is a man of his word, and I'm so happy that it was his father that said it, because as in for boys it's different. When your father speaks so highly of you, you've done a very good job. And kudos to you, Coach Kian. I'm really proud of you, and it's really nice to see these moments just captured at the matches, because I didn't know his father was in the stands. But the final whistle has blown on the season that will be remembered for its resilience, its records, and its roar. Against the backdrop of Hurricane Melissa, schoolboy football didn't just survive, it soared.
Speaking of soaring, Ginny, the Excelsior Eagles lifted the Manning Cup for the first time since 2004. Sets ended a decade-long wait to reclaim the DaCosta Cup, while Clarendon College returned to the Ben Francis Cup glory for the first time since 2017. And St. Catherine High School added another Walker Cup, their third in 6 years, because they won in 2019, in 2021, and of course, this year.
It was a season of history rewritten, dreams released, and communities united by the beautiful game. Tonight, on the final episode of High School Pitchside, we reflect on a campaign that reminded us of why schoolboy football remains the heartbeat of Jamaica.
Welcome to High School Pitchside, the final chapter, where we reflect on the finals, and the question is, did your team win?
Yes! I get to brag proudly. My team did win.
Hold on. Last episode, you...
No.
No.
I can't justify.
No. Last episode, I asked you, I said to you, Janae, get off the fence. You're an
And I
Excelsiorian.
said, and we have it on record, I said that is the result that I want, Excelsior to win.
No, but you never picked Excelsior. I picked Excelsior,
you
loud
picked
and proud.
Excelsior, and then I said that is, so whatever I
No,
was
I don't
saying
remember
before, it was just, you would not remember
Rewind
it.
the tape, guys.
Anyways.
Rewind the tape. Hey.
Yes, you are in a Camperdown shirt.
And so what? Close enough. I was trying to support
Close enough,
you.
yet so far. I
was
am
trying to
a
support
Manning Cup
you.
winner, and you're not.
Hey.
Woodmars can try again next year.
And Camperdown. But no worries. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Well, this season culminated on Saturday with two teams chasing the Costa Cup glory for the first time in a decade. Favorites carry the weight of expectation, and challengers carry belief. All season, Glenmuir looked destined for the Da Costa Cup glory, controlling games, setting the pace, and wearing the tag of the team to beat. But finals are a way of rewriting scripts. Stets arrived disciplined, determined, and decisive, turning pressure into purpose and promise into performance. On the grandest stage, it wasn't the favorites who prevailed, but the team that mastered the moment. This was a final shaped by patience, resolve, and fine margins that defined champions Stets down to 10 men, but spotting their victory with an 8-7 win on penalties after the game ended goalless at full time. Here's a reminder.
Final kicker for Stets, Lawrence. Lawrence, who started it off, kicking again.
The pressure, the pendulum. It's on Glenmuir again.
Devonnie Gordon, the substitute. Places this one on the spot. Saved! After 10 long years, after Clarendon, the parish held on to the title since 2018, 4 times Clarendon College, twice Glenmuir, Garvey Maseo rather, St. Elizabeth Technical High School have grabbed it from the jaws of defeat.
Well, there you have it. As in, let me tell you something. I was sitting on the cycle track and I recognized that it was full time. I came down and I was watching the penalties and I was like, this is almost one of those penalties that you have to be here to see it, feel the tension in the stadium. You could cut it with a knife, right? But I'm really happy that the community of St. Elizabeth gets to just lift a trophy, some hope for the new year. As Coach Rambo said, Christmas come early. So for me, I'm very proud of them, and I'm still proud of the Glenmuir boys. I think they put up a fight for those 90 minutes. Those Glenmuir players were playing. They didn't go their way, but I don't think that it means that all hope is gone. I think you guys did a very good job this year.
And to piggyback on that, Janae, I predicted a 2-1 Glenmuir win, and I was wrong, but I
think I predicted 2-1 as well to Glenmuir.
So I was wrong, but I don't feel bad because as someone with St. Elizabeth roots, I know what this will mean for Stets and for Santa Cruz, and again, the entire St. Elizabeth. And even for Coach Wedderburn, he has been behind his boys for the entire season. He's one of, as a TV man myself.
He's a charismatic guy.
I look forward to his interviews all the time.
And you know, off air, he's even more charismatic because when I see him with him chicken and beer, I'm just like, this is what I live for. This is just a real football coach. He just down rootsy with his boys and they just get him. And for him to walk away with a trophy, I really am proud of him. The tears were just in his eyes. Like before he did the interview, he was crying. So I know that it just meant a lot for him and the boys.
And on his opponent on the day was Coach Andrew Peart. And again, this time they reached to the finals, but they were obviously unable to win it. And it is kind of
It's disheartening for them.
It is disheartening for them, especially because to me you had a man advantage for a majority of the match.
Yeah.
You should have really and truly won
Ronaldo,
this match.
this is football and the ball is round, and I don't think that regardless, as in you are right. When you have the advantage, it should give you some push, but as in if you aren't doing what you need to do with the ball when you have the advantage, then it's not going to go your way. But that's
for sure. I mean, Coach Peart will have his boys next year again, maybe bringing in some new talent.
Yeah, and Glenmuir is a school that they're not short of talent and building talent. So I'm looking forward to the future of their football program.
So again, Glenmuir carried the weight of favourites, but Stets carried belief. In a final shaped by patience and precision, expectation bowed to execution. Glenmuir's season promised glory, but Stets were the one to deliver it. And once again, the Da Costa Cup reminded us history doesn't favour names, it rewards moments. When we return, we will speak to the winning coach of the Da Costa Cup, Mr. Omar Wedderburn. One crocodile.
One Rambo.
Start your journey with a Jane Bank Small Business Loan, with small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million.
The time is 8:30.
I'm Major Chowers. Hurricane Melissa has tested us. Many communities are hurting. Some have lost homes, some have lost livelihoods, and families are grieving loved ones. We see the pain, and we are with you. So the Jamaica Defence Force has been on the ground from the very beginning. Our soldiers have been clearing roads, delivering supplies, evacuating the vulnerable, restoring access to community, and supplying shelters across the island. We're also working closely with ODPEM, the JCF, local authorities, and international partners to ensure that relief reaches every community that needs it. We will rebuild together.
The following is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Champions are defined not just by talent, but by timing, temperament, and belief. St. Elizabeth Technical High School stood tall on finals day, denying the favourites, Glenmuir High School, and lifting the Da Costa Cup to end a decade's wait for glory. Joining us now is the man with the pedigree, the man who rushed them like a pit bull mixed with a ratty, head coach Omar Wedderburn. Coach Wedderburn, what go on? Greetings.
No, you
we know,
like
yes,
it.
we know you would. We know exactly what your style is, coach. But when that final whistle blew, what was the first emotion you felt knowing that Stets were the Costa Cup champions once again? And this title subsequently ended the 10-year drought because you didn't win. The last time you won was in 2015. What does this victory mean to you and the wider St. Elizabeth community?
I think I'm wanting everybody will leave them yard and come them make they know, so I really appreciate the fact that them come. So that's how I was going through my mind to really turn and see the people them. So that celebration for me was a celebration with meaning, you know. Because me know for a fact a lot of them come there, as I said, don't have any current going back home too. Some don't have any water going back home too. So the celebration for me was for them.
Yes, coach. So let's take a look back at your performances from the knockout rounds. You played a lot of very tight games at that point, which would have showed you a lot of qualities in your team. What do you learn about the group along the way from that stage till now?
What do you say, group or growth?
Group, from the group stage.
Yeah, from the group stage, we always be competitive. You know, and we always trying to win the group, to come out of it. And every time we enter into a new group, it's the same thing reach us, you know. So we've been competitive from the get-go. So anytime really come to be super competitive, we are used to it because every game that we play gives us that particular feeling.
Coach Wedderburn, what was the game plan going into Saturday's final against Glenmuir? I'm sure you did countless hours of homework, but what was the game plan going into the match?
Well, honestly, you know, we have game plan. One was to get Kirky out of the game fully, and the next one to get out the number 10. So we plan to get out the receiver and the supplier.
Nice. But from a tactical standpoint, coach, you speak about those two, that being your plan A and plan B, but what do you think your boys got right in managing a game against Glenmuir?
Everything.
Of course. Well,
and the reason why I can say that so Paul is the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you can make your plan to fail, but you make your plan, and when they go into the game, they don't execute it the way that you make your plan. So when they really execute the plan, you have to give them thumbs up, so they do everything right for that game.
Now, coach, for you and your boys, a lot of people don't know that you guys were unbeaten all season. So to reach this final and play against a team that some consider another powerhouse team, Glenmuir, what did it mean to you guys to walk away on the end of that stick winners, especially after such a good run?
Yeah, you know, honestly though, we never yet sit in as a team and think about the unbeaten run that we are having. We just always go with our objectives, which is to win the game, you know. As you always hear me say, we don't think about performance, we think about result.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we never yet gather and say, oh, we have. I was so frightened when we hear the keeper was doing an interview and saying got 30 clean sheet at the time. I never knew that. And I say, Statement, how much clean sheet have you? He said 13, coach. I was so shocked. Like, you know, because we have different objectives, you know.
Yeah.
We're not paying attention to that because, as I said, this year is a result here. I know a result can let us win.
Coach, there was a lot of debate on Saturday around the red card shown to Kenway Banton. From your perspective, you've got time...
No, Jade Lynch.
Excuse me, Jason Lynch, thank you. You've had time to review that replay time and time again since Saturday. Is it still a red card in your eyes? Was it justified?
Honestly, I'm going to answer you. I always tell my players, referees are human beings just like us. Sometimes I make mistake with the selection of team selection of change that I make. So we always just say probably it's a mistake the referee make because he's a human being just like me. So I, as a coach, if you notice, I always have good relationship with the ref because I don't blast. Yeah. I don't blast decision and ear or in circles, you know. So I always just tell myself we all are human and we can make mistakes like anybody else. The main objective was to win that championship and we do.
And you definitely did. But for me, coach, I want to know what qualities in your players stood out most throughout this championship run. Was it leadership? Was it belief? Or was it the work ethic of your boys?
Everything play a part, to be honest. I cannot pick out any one thing. All three that you say, and I think the staff do an excellent job, and I am a part of the staff. So it's good to you want the coaching staff and management staff, the principal, Mrs. Wellington, they all do a good job this year. Yeah. You know, because we decide, everybody decide, you know, because we must say thank you to Dr. Rose, you know, the power of we as a team, as a family. I think that helped motivate us to go forward because, you know, we need a little extra motivation at times to really get the job done. And as you can see, we always have that in our mix, you know. If you're not God, you're not nothing. So we make sure we keep on reminding ourselves about that. That is just a slang for the team, just to remind there's a higher beam up above that can help us to achieve anything we want to achieve. So
protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
box area. Comes over, Jamaica College, goalkeeper in no man's land, Excelsior make it 2, and that is the Manning Cup title. It's gonna return
in a final defined by discipline, bravery, and decisive moments, Excelsior rose to the occasion, working the Giants and reclaiming a crown they last wore in 2004. This wasn't just an upset, it was a return, a reminder that in schoolboy football, destiny belongs to those bold enough to seize it. Here's a reminder of how it all happened.
That almost caught Dennis out, and this is the moment Excelsior took the lead. Marley Scott, as ever, on the doorstep. To take advantage of an offensive blunder. It's a season when gifts are handed out, and that one was wrapped and bow-tied for Marley Scott, and then Lyle just leaning back as he did a couple of times throughout the game, and then Marshall Dennis leaving his line for Jamaica College, not making any contact, leaving the goal wide open, and right at the end, Excelsior getting the second goal.
Joining us now are three members of the winning outfit. It's Coach Keon Broderick making his third appearance on the show, as well as Captain Terrence Williams and Finals MVP Marley Scott Grace or stage. Now, good night, Coach, and this must be just an overwhelming feeling. This is Excelsior winning the Manning Cup after, well, I'm almost, what, 2 decades is? They call it?
It's
21 years. Right? What's the feeling like 2 days after?
I mean, it's a great feeling for us to create history and to just break that drought. I'm excited as a rich schoolboy football tradition. Winning titles, I mean 7 titles is no easy feat, but to not win in such a long time, it feels good to be a part of the program and breaking that drought. And I mean, just credit must be given to the boys in how they prepared the season and they performed during the season, but also to the coaching staff and the management team for the work that they would have done also.
Definitely. This was a special final. It was one that you guys were playing against 31-time Manning Cup champion. That's a school with a lot of pedigree. So, for you to win is a very big deal. What was the belief inside your camp going into the match?
Well, we have solid footballers. A lot of these players, they are international players at the youth level. Those who are not international players, they have the ability to play at that level as well. And so we have solid footballers, and so with experience you gain confidence, and they were confident going into the game. They were confident that they were going to perform, and coming off the semi-final result, they were on a high as well, and we just encourage them to go in and execute well.
I know we spoke a lot about your attacking three and just how expressive they are, but the defensive unit showed up. It was almost like a brick wall for Jamaica College in the finals last Friday night. Mm-hmm. What do you think stood out most about how your team was able to overcome Jamaica College?
I mean, one of the things we emphasize on is for them to be disciplined as it relates to the defensive principles, being compact, ensuring that you are covering your teammate. And I think they did a really good job with communication as well. Last season we had an hiccup at the quarterfinal stage, and that is because defensively we were not solid. This season I think we got better defensively. The attack is as strong as last season, and I think that created a nice balance for the team this season, and that's what made the difference this season. We had a balanced team.
Mm-hmm.
Terence, I'm going to continue with you. What was the message to your team going out, as Ginny mentioned, facing such a standout team in the likes of Jamaica College, who won this same trophy 31 times? What was the message to your boys?
Well, we weren't fazed by the fact that they won 31 trophies. We weren't fazed by that. Coming off that semi-final game, we were on a high, as coach said, especially from that performance collectively as a team. Mm-hmm. So basically, we just went back to the training ground, practiced like what you saw on the pitch. It was not just pick up football. It was from the training ground, from the roots, from the coach, and it transitioned to us, and we went out there and executed. So basically, just spoke to the team like before the session,
yeah.
After the sessions, during, like we were in the dorm, we speak, we could talk, and we were very confident, the team collectively, so we just go out there and execute.
Kimarley, before we even get to your MVP performance, the first goal, right? When you saw the ball coming to you and you were basically gifted that opportunity, what was going through your head?
Just to put the shot away and finish as usually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so casually.
Yeah, man, so it was a big ball. That's a big ball.
You know?
Did you believe it though? For say, yo, is this ball really coming to me right now? And because you guys, your team was pressing and you won the ball in JC's half, and the ball is approaching you, and you say, all right, this is my time.
Yes, really. Yeah.
It was just another day. Just get the job done.
Just get the job situation before.
Yeah, still, you know.
A lot.
You just say those things there, just a regular day in the park. But I want to ask you, Terence, being a captain holds a lot of responsibility. And for a team who probably a lot didn't believe could reach this far, for you, you know the quality. You spend day in, day out with the players. And some days you may not feel like to be a captain. Some days you just want to be a regular guy. What kept the unit together, and how did you keep yourself motivated throughout, especially the times when you didn't feel like to show up?
No, I didn't do it on my own. My coach helped and this player helped. So I'm grateful for that, because as you said, there are times where I felt like I just want to just stop.
Yeah.
But sometimes a little motivation is all you need. So I'm grateful for that.
And the relationship that you and Kimarley have is long-standing. You guys are coming from Vauxhall. You've been with Coach Keon Broderick for a while. This is nothing new to you. It's just probably a different scene, right? Coming into Excelsior, who has a different sports culture. It isn't just football down there. There's track. Everything is competitive. How do you guys manage to keep that close unit as not just teammates but friends?
We share the bond on and off the field. So where you go, I go. We talk. It's just that we just have to share with others now.
Yeah.
So it's not just about us anymore. We have to share it collectively as a team with our new unit. So that was what we did.
Nice.
Coach, similar question to you. Mm-hmm. How have you seen these young men grown from juniors to, basically you can call them seniors now, still in high school, but they're almost young men now. How have you seen them grown? Where are the areas that they have matured most, which has impressed you?
In terms of leadership, I think they have grown significantly in terms of leadership. They took up the mantle when Shadika Wizard left the team last year, who is a very good captain we had last year. So when they got the captaincy, they took up the mantle to lead this team in the right direction. They were always solid, good footballers. Now is the time for them to step up as leaders, as senior players, as experienced players, as leaders, to lead the youngsters to what we said from the get-go. We wanted to win a championship. And I think they had some teething pains at first, but eventually they got into the groove of things, and they understand that leadership is not just about when the team is up, you present yourself, but also your team needs you when they're down. And eventually they got the hang of it, and they did a pretty good job. I mean, there's still room for improvement, but they did a good job.
You mentioned teething pain, and it brings it's so weird that you use that word, teething, because you would refer that to a baby, you know. But as for you, you're a young coach, and you obviously understand a lot of things that young men go through. You've been with these boys for a while, and I'm sure that part of the reason why they're still around is because you get it. You understand the struggles that they're going through. How do you translate what you've experienced so far in your career journey in football to them, and in order to help them to mold them and matriculate to the next level?
Well, football teaches you life skills. And everything that we do on the football field, I normally compare it and relate it back to real life situations. And I mean, they are, from majority of, if not all of the team, they are inner city boys. And I am an inner city product as well. And so a lot of the things I'm able to relate to them. I understand the struggles that they face, understand the things that they have to cope with. And so it's just for them for me to provide that guidance, which we have been doing as a staff, but also we cannot do it only as a staff. So wherever we need to seek external assistance from, whether it's going to be a psychologist or just somebody, a past student coming in and speaking to the team, we would have provided that as well.
Right. Coach, I'm sure there were many doubters along the way in not only this.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
When the season began, no one could have predicted the obstacles or the history that would follow. But as it ends, one truth stands clear. Schoolboy football remains Jamaica's most powerful sporting story, and the man behind the broadcast of CVM TV's live matches throughout the entire season is Phil Riley, the lead producer. And he's now here to reflect on the season that was. First of all, Phil, we know you're Excelsior man, but before we even get to Excelsior, just an overall review on the season in your eyes.
I thought it was, I mean, every year is different. This year, you know, last year I had a lot of 18 and 19-year-olds that were, you know, we're looking at to say, hey, they are going to the next level, and you know, they excelled and all of that, and then a fresh new crop of players, 17, 18, you know, needed to make their own mark, needed to, for their names to be called. So every year when you have that and you can showcase that talent, then you're doing a good job, you know, and that's it. To be able to do as many games for a star player, I don't like to use that term, but for